we are having a new course, that is advanced course on public administration. During this course, we will be discussing things for public administration at advanced level. That is one of the most important requirements for the students who have completed their studies but are not capable of converting their ideas into answers. So in course of study, there are three stages of study. One is basic, the other one is integration, and the third one, that is application. Now, to find your requirement of main examination fulfilled, a student needs to travel through these three phases. When the basic study is there, it involves all the basic understandings of all nook and corners of syllabus independently, and then to memorize them. So with the understanding and memorization of basic, the students find automatic integration, because two things from two places having some similarity or having some dissimilarities, differences, those are identified. That is integration. And whatever is learned by means of these and then memorization, whatever is learned, that becomes application. And that application happens to be the answer in the examination. So, studying during application, the first two levels are required essentially to be done. In this advanced course, we will be dealing with this application part largely. Herein, one of the problems that I have been able to find among the students, among them who have completed their basic studies or say coaching studies, that they are knowing things. Some of them have memorized those also, but are not capable of converting them into answer. So acquired knowledge is not found conversion in the form of answer. In this foundation course, during the classes, we shall be finding threads, references, learning of that integration and application for the specific question That is the answer. So we will have discussion on each topic of reference in the syllabus, integrating them. And the integration would happen within the topics of one paper. Integration would happen within the topics of other paper. Integration will also happen with the contemporary development. And all these three happen to be the requirement of examination while writing answer. But in course of this discussion, it will be expected that students must be done with the basic understanding of subject matter. Because when discussing things at the advanced level, references would be there from the basic, and the integration would be happening for the basic contents. And then deliberation would be there, brainstorming would be there to find out conclusions. In course of this, if one is not done with the basics and to certain extent integration, then that advanced discussion, which is the conclusion, which is the output of all understanding of basic and integration, would be a little difficult to assimilate. So students will be required to complete that. So I'm saying this one for the reason that that is the basic qualification required, basic condition attained required to join this advanced course, because this advanced course is not a foundation course. It is not a test series. Herein, all the understandings out of the foundation study and test series and all of them will finally be integrated so that you could be able to evolve a mechanism, a thinking process that you could be able to conclude the things. You could be able to draw output out of the accumulated, acquired knowledge and understanding. And in course of these, the students will be given mentorship. So there will be class discussion, and that will be individual discussion. Individual discussion would be involved because every student may have their own unique requirement. And that is the difference between university and coaching. Herein, we shall be taking care of all the students in the advanced course for the reason of their personal requirement. And so, after deliberation, the opportunity of individual mentorship will be there. That will give you an opportunity to talk to me directly, to clarify your doubts, and if some special, specific, customized integration is required, that will be. But in course of all these, we will have the references of basics. We will have integration, but it will be difficult to go into the details, basics. That is the reason I am emphasizing that those who have completed the basic level and thereafter automatic integration happens, complete. Then only the output of this course would be the best. Now the question arises, Keaton, what shall we do? How shall we do the things in the class? Just to give you one glimpse out of this. Let us take up one topic from the Introduction to Public Administration. And there is one question. With every major transformation, with every major transformation in the applied world, of public administration, the study of public administration has grown. The study of public administration has grown in scope and intensity. In scope and intensity. And based upon that, the question is, it discusses the relationship between evolution of discipline and profession of public administration. Evolution of discipline and profession of. This is the question, this is the basic question. Now, to deal this question, what are the requirements? First of all, that what are those major transformations? Those occurred in the public administration in course of time, the applied world. And then the scope and intensity. And in course of that, how did it evolve as discipline and profession? These are the basic things those are supposed to be known. And when you refer the major transformation, those occurred in public administration. So that needs the knowledge that since the days of traditional public administration, it evolved through the passage of time, and there was comparative public administration, public choice approach, new public administration, Blacksburg Manifesto. Thereafter, globalization, and thereafter there was new public management in the form of entrepreneurial government and reinventing government. And then some post-NPM developments were there. And in post-NPM development, post-modernism, there were new Weberian state model, public value approach, public service approach, good governance, good enough governance. Now, all these are major developments like TPA, CPA, PCA, NPA, NPM, then post NPM. The basic question is, with every major transformation, so which are those transformations you need to know? That is basic. Thereafter, the scope of public administration. And then the references of Payol, Gulick, Percy McQueen, Willoughby. And with the reference of these scholars, that traditional approach, modern approach, post-core approach, subject matter view, idealistic or welfare view, comparative view, and then contemporary view. in course of development of scope, these have happened in public administration. Now, considering those basics, the answer would be written. Answer of this question, wherein there will be requirement to identify those important transformations. Because all those things cannot be written. These are the development, wherein the transformation has occurred. So the PPA was there, and thereafter the basic change that occurred we find in NPA, that is during 70s. Thereafter there was NPM, wherein transformation occurred 19, and then post NPM in 21st century. That is the present perspective. And during this, there was also development of post-Weberianism. That is, say, part of post-NPM. Now, that is basic understanding. Based upon this basic understanding, the answer could be written. Then it has to be, therein the discussion has to be happen that how did it evolve as discipline and profession. So these will not find reference in the examination or say in the answer. But without having understanding of these, it will be difficult to write a good answer for this question. And then these are basic, and then the application is there, and that application happens to be answer. How will it happen? Like this, when it is a matter of PPA, the condition is initially the public administration had the objective to ensure government functions to be efficient and effective. So at its inception, the public administration primary concern with efficiency and effective management of government operation was there, and so the focus was there on bureaucracy, specialization, formal system of work, and all those happen to be part of traditional public administration. So to write this line that primarily the concern of public administration was efficiency and economy, and it relied more upon the bureaucracy, specialization, division of work like things, one will need to know about the TPA and concerning theory building. Gradually, with the maturity as CPA and others develop, within the maturity, the bigger issues started being taken care. Wherein we find that the relationship between government and society, role of public values, ethics, improvement in democratization, democratic accountability, all these started being focused for the reason of the CPA, because the idealistic view was not capable of putting things right in the behavioralism style. And all these expanded the scope of public administration. So this expansion of scope had profound impact upon the profession and practice also. On profession and practice also. On profession. And as practice, citizens' engagement, social equity, public participation, all these got involved in the study and scope of public administration. In today's perspective, the study of administration has public administration encompasses a wide range of topics, inclusion of a wide range of topics like your national theory, public policy, political science, economics, law, all those interdisciplinary study is there based upon the CPA and NPA studies, new public management, the new public administration studies. So interdisciplinary approach further developed profession, fostering more holistic understanding. And by that way, for the quality enhancement, there are usage of different management techniques increased. TQM, CPM, PERT, Lean Six Sigma, all these management efficiency improvement techniques got introduced and influenced the way of management and operation of organization. And that increased the use of technology. That further enhanced the efficiency and effectiveness of service delivery. And that was the objective at the time of PPA, traditional public administration. In the recent past, we find that there were globalization, liberalization, and privatization. So in the recent past, discipline has further shaped by new challenges like globalization, technological advancement, environment concerns, sustainability of development, and all. So these challenges led to a new theory, new conception of practice. And the profession of public administration has also adopted these changes with the greater focus on cross-sectoral collaboration, innovations, and system of sustainability to be practiced in public administration. So we find that gradually things travel from here to here to here in the present perspective, that is post-NPM condition. So overall relationship between evolution of discipline and profession of public administration occur. And that is there on the basis of continuous feedback being given for the aspiration and adaptation for the reason of responses to attain the objective. And in course of that, new theories and practices emerged. New theories and practices are there in the form of post-NPM. Even NPM, because when the state could not be able to effectively perform good of people, then market mechanism got inducted. And excess of marketization evolved a new sense of public delivery, effective public service delivery. And that led to the development of new theories, wherein the service is given importance, wherein the citizens are considered as citizens, not as clients. So that way things evolved and new theories and practices emerged in the field of public administration, and the profession adapts all these changes, and in turn profession's experiences and the feedback from its evolution of discipline evolved, and that increased the profession and the profession and the discipline in the form of scope. That is the development of public administration. Now, to reach to this level, one requires to know about those basics and their integration. So this way, all the topics will be picked up and we will discuss all the integration in whole syllabus. That will prepare you to frame the answer. In this advanced course, we'll have almost 40 sessions and 90 hours of class discussion that the students will find, will be takeaway of the students. Advanced level discussion of topics with all levels of integration within the paper, with the paper, and with the all contemporary developments. And in course of discussion, if requirement is there, the discussion of basics for the references could be there. And there will be PYQs referred, so that on the basis of such discussions, one could be able to gaze and visualize. One could be able to articulate the answer to be written. In course of class, although it will be expected from the students to take running notes, but some important discussions, dictations too will be there. But largely the class will involve brainstorming discussions, because the students already are done with their basics. So they remember what they require largely is integration and making conclusion out of the accumulated knowledge and information. Some relevant study material in the form of Xerox copy with some references of magazines and all also would be provided. Reference of the IIPA magazines, which happen to be very important to study and in course of enhancing, trying to enhance one's answer, those references will be there. And most importantly, it will be a potential quality improvement and revision at the advanced level for such students who have completed their study and they do not require to go into the foundation type of discussion. That will be the best help and best takeaway from this course. To ensure learning, there will be tests. After certain coverage of the syllabus, the tests will be there. And thereafter, evaluation of your copy. The most important part, that is mentorship. So what you have written will go through thread bearing. Remarks will be there. Discussions and suggestions for further improvement. The mentorship would be there. That would be one-to-one mentorship. As I referred you previously, that some prerequisites of this course are there, that students must be ready with the basics concepts clear and largely memorized, and most importantly should be ready to labor hard within the class proceeding and participate actively, proactively in the brainstorming discussion and brainstorming exercise in the class. So join us for the advanced course discussion and evolve yourself to take the examination. Myself, Rajeev Chaudhary, Associate Member of Indian Institute of Public Administration. Thank you.